Sports. It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Steelers on Thursday night primetime.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try.
So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 34. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Tennessee.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Henry running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chig Okonkwo
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now this throw caught left side. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Chigakakwo with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Going with the dime work on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry.
Down to about the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
There's is your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Injuries cost Watt 7 games last year, yet he still had 5.5 sacks, made his 5th Pro Bowl, and remains on a Hall of Fame pace. 77.5 career sacks, the 3rd most ever in a player's first 6 seasons.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I always equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the move to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll drop the throw. This is caught. That's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Let's go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 3. Touchdown! Trevon Wesco.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing left sideline complete. That's Hopkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think
Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see Baker Mayfield. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bucs and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi, again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 picks.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one downfield to Burks. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Usually in this spot, you hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 86 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Henry going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Trevon Wesco, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That helps Ups the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a handoff to Henry. There's a nice move. And stiff on number 2. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 8 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. They'll get it inside the 20. And it's a Titans touchdown. Okonkwo, 53 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year, and he'll start again here, first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. How about that? Their quarterback, 27 yards.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
He's got the 3 touchdown passes through the air. Last drive showed off a little bit of that versatility, ran one in. So 4 total touchdowns for him here as they start out 1st and 10 on this drive.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides.
Again to Henry.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 37.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Holding offense. Don't do us like that.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. and his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
22 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. Touchdown! Chigakonkwo.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out come the Titans now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, Henry. And he won't not get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space. Maybe.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers.
Yo, Madden cast, where you up?
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see Foye Oluokun. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Jags and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. They begin with Henry. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Henry running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Off the option, here's Henry. Down to about the 23. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Henry up the middle. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
That's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Titans add 6 to their lead. Quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Let's go do this thing. Get real straight up. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Forced out to his left. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A toss right to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running. The Titans now just about ready to take over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one downfield to Burks.
That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, Shaq.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Inside handoff, Henry.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Anyone got any body spray?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Panthers on EA Sports.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time.
And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his leg. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looking for Traylon Burks that time, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Carolina defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now a handoff to Henry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On second down, here's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll look to throw.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Back to throw again.
That pass taken in by Burks. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He gets this one to Burks.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, he has a Conqueror.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Out of the gun now on third down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Into space at the 45. And it'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, his sixth touchdown of the season.
And the Titans are able to widen their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try the right side with Henry.
To about the 26 here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again to Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Henry again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That one, touchdown! A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's a cruise control.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
131 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it.
Hey, check your phone. That catch is going viral. Can't wait to watch some film from today.
Played some good ball out there today.
It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to... The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 133 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Offense back out. He hooked up on the last drive with DeAndre Hopkins for the touchdown. And now set to go here again. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry running right.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Stiff-armed him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This one downfield to Burks.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Henry up the middle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line. And
here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Last drive, he ran it in, and how about that being his 10th touchdown on the crown this season, hitting.
They begin with Henry. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about this all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
They'll run with Henry. There's the stiff arm. And some room to run now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running from the gun with Henry. Shoves him aside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Being chased out left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Samson Abukum able to get in there and drop him behind the line. This offense so far on third down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. A solid stiff arm. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now. And the Titans getting set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now a handoff to Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Great work by Damian Wilson to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Titans and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways...
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And down to the 41. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins with an amazing diving catch.
And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. He's the first in the league to reach 30 touchdown passes this year. Did that on the last drive, and he starts here with a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Complete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really good at 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we see in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll set up a throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
Down to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on it, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. This is caught.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's a Titans touchdown.
Josh Wiley.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential, but not so with this guy.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet, but think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Henry.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time, that was a miss.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Hopkins. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and sneak it here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's a quarterback sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very...
Out come the Titans now. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just...
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds.
I smell tacos!